we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, I think this is working. I'm pretty sure that this is working at some level. I cannot guarantee what level. But so here we are, and I am now able to sit in my nice, comfortable office and take my data outside. The telescope and camera are sitting in the cold, which is what they like, and it is what I don't like. So yay, seems to be working. Now, in order for those to move up, I want to scoot them up a little bit. I got to push the down button here. So I'm just going to do that a little tiny bit. So, well, I was saying before, I'm going to check the chat, see if anybody has followed me this far. Atta, the sound is working very well now. Good. Hey, well, how are you? All is well here. Just busy, really, really busy. And as you can hear, I've got some congestion. This something in the air this particular year really got me, and so I'm just congested a little bit, so I'm going to be coughing throughout the whole thing. The best thing in the world is this coughing, because it it's breaking up the concrete in my lungs, and so it's really, really nice. But okay, well, welcome. Glad you're here. I'm sort of doing a screen share. I'm sort of doing a cheat now. Here I am. Here, I don't know if you can. Yeah, hello. So yep, it is me. Hope everything's well. Just really, really, really busy, like crazy busy, but having a lot of fun. So it's not. I'm definitely not in any way. So staying busy, having quite a bit of fun. Oh man. But so yeah, it. I'll tell you the story. I was, and I'm going to move over to the telescope. Yeah, because it's kind of moved out of alignment there. So, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? No, it was about a week ago. Yeah, I think it was a week ago last Sunday. I decided to do an Obs-Session, and it was the first really kind of uncomfortably cold night. And I forget what the target was. It was some kind of eclipsing variable star, like this one is. As I'm aging, I'm noticing is bothering me a lot more. So it still isn't a big deal, but Sunday before last, by 10 o'clock p.m. my time, I had it. I was cold. I was tired. Having to sit there and move this. I had to have my hand on the paddle the the entire time because the tracking wasn't all that great. So, but by 10 o'clock, I had it. I just had it. And so I'm like, you know what? This is it. I am done with this. I don't need to collect my own data, right? There, there is so much data available right now. There are lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of work just with the data that is available online. So I don't need this anymore, right? So I packed everything up and moved it inside, and I looked up at the sky, and it's like, well, don't know when I'm going to see you again, but I'll see you. And so I went to bed that night with that mindset that I was just completely I'd had it, absolutely had it. Up and it I don't know where it came from at all, but the entire this this suddenly appeared in my head. This exact screen, and I'm like, wow, I could do that. And then I went and be miserable. This thing has frozen up. Happens from time to time. It's a network thing, but it is hung up. So I'm going to go back over here. Oh man, yeah. I mean, as I said, it feels really, really, really good to cough. Really, really good because it's breaking up the concrete in my lungs. So lots of ads from Astronomy magazine about renting time on telescopes. Are the days of needing your own scope coming to an end? Yes, it absolutely is. There are more and more, robotic, autonomous telescopes out there, and yeah, that's kind of the neat thing is that what's coming in the next 10 years is going to keep everyone. I mean, there aren't going to be enough telescopes like mine to do follow-up observations. And I'm going to have limitations in terms of magnitude, and the tracking isn't going to be great, and I'm going to sort of be manually tracking. I'm going to check this. He's come back. He's moved out a little tiny bit, so I'm going to move him. Damn. So what we're looking at here, it's going to scooch down a little bit here, is this guy right there, the bright one, the big bright one up there. That is Ty Canis Minoris. So that's in the constellation of, I'm sorry, Ty Ursa Minoris. So that's in Ursa Minor, otherwise known as the Little Dipper. So that's one of the cool things. It's one of the appealing things that it's always up. I mean, day and night, it's always up. So I could sound, and it's something that I probably will do. So this is it here. Here is a pretty bright star. This I think is magnitude I think Stellarium labeled this as magnitude 9.45. So, I mean, it's really, really hard to to judge brightness from this image. Oh, and the seeing is pretty bad. It's actually been pretty bad for a couple of weeks. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't really been too wild and crazy about going out observing is is that the seeing has just been absolutely garbage, absolutely terrible. So haven't been, but I think it was yesterday. It was probably last night. I'm like, you know what? If it's clear tomorrow night, I'm gonna see if there's anything interesting going on. And this target I actually attempted a couple of weeks ago and could not find it. And one of the reasons is that, you know, it takes a lot of concentration to try to, you know, take a star pattern like this, right? Bright, fainter, faint, faint, right? Take a star pattern like that, go onto a chart and look around, you know, a radius of like 2 degrees. Look, come on. For that pattern that could be in pretty much any orientation. You really don't know what the orientation is, or where it might be in this relatively large area. So, you know, to find these things is no small task at all. I would, at least 3/4 of the time, I can get these things, you know, within like 5 minutes or so. But once in a while, see, there's something slow with the network here. Once in a while, I cannot see any pattern whatsoever. Now tonight, with this guy, it was really incredible. I gotta say that when I told this scope to go to a certain right ascension and declination, it actually put this star, the target star, in this field of view. I think it was over here. And you know, that's sort of the last place I'm going to look on my chart. So it took me a little bit of time, but I finally figured out, it's like, man, that pattern I see right on the chart. So, you know, I confirmed, you know, I moved around a little bit and all that, and yep, that's it. That's it. So this is the one. All right. Hey, my phone is ringing.